Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show with some people. My Lord, they're excited! There we go! We've got some Happy Camper hats that I was supposed to give them tomorrow, but they're like not here tomorrow. So I'm gonna throw these at this group right here. They go winter camping together, so they're little, not all there. I'm gonna throw them, whoever gets them gets the hat, right? And also when you wear this hat in the woods today, this summer, or one of these t-shirts, take a picture and put it on my Facebook, you get a whole bunch of prizes. And then, oh! Almost. So thank you very much. This is what happens at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show. I found the man, Tim Foley, Canadian Outdoor Equipment. He got his hair cut. It's the biggest thing of the whole show. The man was he was a rock legend at one time. He had dreads, then had a long hair. And what happened?
It's one of those things, man. I'm not too pleased. I've given myself better haircuts with a hunter's axe, but what can you do, man? You get a lame haircut, you just gotta wait till it grows out. So here I am.
Does your wife still find you attractive?
Oh, she loves me no matter. She's great.
That's not what she said this morning. Look who I found, Hap Wilson. So him and I are presenting at the Quiet Water Symposium next week, and I'm advertised as the YouTube silly guy, and he's advertised as the badass. I'm now visiting my friend Jerry at Algonquin Outfitters. Is this about the ice cream you talked about yesterday?
We have Kawartha Dairy ice cream. Phenomenal ice cream, the best ice cream. It's handmade, I'm not sure. It's probably made by Algonquin elves, but it's outstanding ice cream. Everybody in Muskoka looks for it.
I will not put this on YouTube. I will not tell anybody at all, but what is the best trout spot in Algonquin Park?
My recommendation, try fishing in the lake.
He's a true angler. He's a liar. So what do you just do? What's this all about?
It's a Junior Outdoor Adventures program here at the show, and we're one of the sponsors for the show. So anybody that's participating can come by here. We're going to give them a stamp for their because they have a legend that they have to follow. They collect all their stamps, kind of like bingo, and we'll give them a sticker. And if they've got any questions about the product, or maybe their parents are interested, we'll answer questions.
Is it fun?
Yes.
And this is your dad?
Yes.
And him and I were drinking beer last night together.
Yes, that's true. Even better, you bought. So
And you haven't lost any kids yet?
Not yet.
Who are you?
My name's Greg Crosby, and I'm with Spot LLC. And we're showcasing two products here today, but the one I'm going to talk about right now is the Spot Generation 3. Essentially, it's a satellite personal tracker. Allows you the ability to send messages, predetermined messages to your friends, family, either as an email or a text message. You can check in and say everything's okay. You can request help that isn't maybe life critical, and in the event that there's a real emergency, you can get first responders. They'll know exactly where you are because it's all satellite based and it all uses GPS coordinates.
So I was just reading, I think last week somewhere, about this year, how many people have been rescued and saved through Spot. Do you know those numbers, or?
We're over 4,900 worldwide, and 4,900 rescues, documented rescues, and 1,400 of those are Canadian.
I've said this before on my YouTube, but the reason I started getting Spot is the people at home, they want to know where I am. I'm on a solo trip. They're more worried than I am. So if I push that button and it sends a signal to my mother and to my friends, and even on my social media, that I'm here and I'm okay, and everybody's fine.
That's right. She's not laying awake all night wondering what's going on out there.
Do you have a mother? Is she?
We all have a mother.
We all have a mother.
Well, this is the last morning of the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show. I stayed with my mother and had shepherd's pie last night, and then I stayed the night before. And what did she say when I'm leaving? It's too bad you didn't stay longer, dear.
Have to be thankful for small mercies.
Everybody has a mother like this, don't they?
Here I am at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show, and I'm at the Wild Rock booth. They are my neighbors. They're from Peterborough, so this is really cool. They want me to go to Spain.
He doesn't know it yet, but he's coming to Spain with us on his bike. We think Spain's the perfect trip for Kevin. It's on an island called Mallorca in the Mediterranean, so beautiful Mediterranean all around. We're going to pick Kevin up at the airport. We're going to shuttle him to a beautiful hotel with a spa included, dinner and breakfast buffet included, guides included, his former neighbors down the street.
Now Jonathan's not going, is he?
I'm afraid Jonathan is probably coming.
All right, that's it. The trip's off.
Well, you know what? Jonathan speaks Spanish, so we usually like to bring him. He's our Spanish interpreter, and if you get on a trip where Johnny's there, you're in luck.
All right, prove that you can speak Spanish.
A ver. Ven a España con Wild Rock Outfitters. That's it.
Oh,
Says
he's
todo.
handsome. He's handsome. Look at that. Are you taken?
I have taken, as a matter of fact. Sí, claro, porque soy de España.
Oh, I just want to hug you right now.
He can choose to climb in the mountains with us, which we think Kevin is totally up for, or he can choose to ride in the flats on a shorter, less ride-oriented day.
I didn't know he spoke Spanish.
Yeah, Johnny is from Spain. So originally he was born and bred in Spain, and we've captured him, and he's been at Wild Rock ever since. We're not going to let him go.
Okay, I've done some odd things in my life. I've signed books, I've signed paddles, I've signed hats, I've even signed a bra. So you want just my name on it? It's like doing a tattoo.
Kind of.
We'll bounce a bit.
Oh! That's the worst job I've ever done in my life. I just ruined the man's stove.
There it is.
So what's this? What's going on?
Yeah, well, we're from Kit Products. We're the maker of the Canadian stick stove. And here's our team.
Morning, Kevin.
Yeah, we looked at some of the stick stoves and we came up with perhaps a much nicer design made for Canada, actually, for the colder weather. We don't have hinges, we have latches that click together, much easier. You can put it together with your gloves. And, and you can burn all kinds of sticks in there, or charcoal, tarantula pots, you can use them in them. It actually has a front door. None of the other stick stoves actually have doors. Yeah, so it makes it pretty unique.
So what is the front door? Gives it more simmering?
That's right. What happens with the front door is, well, it's a large opening, right? Air goes in and burns down your wood fairly fast. You need lots of oxygen. When you put the door in, it actually slows down the burn rate, and you keep your coffee or your water hot longer because it slows down the heat rate, right? And it keeps the container hot in the inside. So pretty unique.
Well, day 3 at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show, and I have Steve Bruno from Terra Tourism. What's the whole cultural canoe thing? What's going on? Everybody's talking about this.
Oh yeah, so with the 150th anniversary coming up for Canada, and emphasis on paddle sports in Ontario, we felt that it was high time to actually bring greater recognition to canoeing and the canoe culture. So what we've done is actually started back in, you were there, Kevin, right? We were in May. We brought all the kind of the key people in the paddling industry together to sort of brainstorm how we could present paddling and this culture that we have in Canada. And so what we did from there is to develop a film. And the film, if you haven't seen it, you've got to see it. It's
an amazing film.
It's called The Canoe, plain and simple. And it's 5 stories about 5 archetypes. There's one about a connector, there's one about a champion, there's one about an adventurer, there's one about what we call the settler, and the final one is an amazing one, and that's called a mentor. And those 5 stories really kind of tell the essence of the significance of what canoeing is and what it means to people and how it's a vessel to move forward. And I think as Canadians, you know, we're about it being adventurers and explorers, and I think to me we're also about being inclusive and having working together, and what better metaphor than the canoe.
It's a good idea that actually they chose the canoe for the Canadian culture, the whole 150th, because that's what it's all about.